Well, those details were not just graphic, but also terrifying when the state pathologist, Dr. Gert Seyman, gave details on the injuries sustained by Reeva Steenkamp. And when he was speaking, detailing the head injuries that the model sustained, we saw Oscar Pistorius rocking back and forth and then vomiting into what looked like a dustbin close to his feet. And court was adjourned for a short while, and then it resumed again after his lawyer was asked if his client would be able to continue hearing the evidence that was brought before court. And his lawyer said that if there's no way that it can't continue because it's not going to change anything, and that his client had asked that this evidence continue.
Nomsa, why was the decision made not to make the details public?
Well, the state pathologist told the court that he had ethical reasons why he did not want the details of the autopsy to be broadcast live, because they needed to respect the deceased and her dignity and that of her family. And therefore there was then a discussion in court, and an order was then given that the broadcast of the live broadcast of the evidence would not happen. But after confusion for a few hours, then the judge came back to say that the journalists were then allowed to summarize and paraphrase what the state pathologist said and not quote him directly. So that was the decision that was made. So that is when we started seeing a lot of the details, but paraphrased and summarized, and not in the words that were used by the state pathologist. But nonetheless, those details were graphic. And what also stood out from the evidence that was given by the state pathologist, he spoke about the kind of injuries that Reeva Steenkamp had sustained, and also that because of the evidence that was shown, it shows that Reeva Steenkamp may have had something to eat 2 hours before she was shot, despite the fact that Oscar Pistorius told the court in his bail application that the couple went to bed shortly before 10 o'clock in the evening.